that night be the man.
Jumbo Sasa Baba.
All right, I saw a little confetti that means my name is. Gina Langu, my name is. Now, Baba is not my name, but it's a title of respect. The Zulu Nation. It's got a long and funny translation. It means a person who carries other people's weight or burdens. Yeah, I don't know what none of that means, though. The closest I can get to it is that I kind of look like it. Me means that I am. Me, I am a poet and griot. Now, a poet is someone that writes poetry, but I'm also a griot, and griot is the African French colonial word for storyteller. But you can hear that the T is silent. So if you ever see it or read it, please, it ain't griot. It's griot. Say griot? Griot. Now, I call myself poet and griot, but in Africa, I would just have to be, all I would have to be is the griot. Because in Africa, it is understood that the griot is a poet, a master historian, an interpreter of dreams, a weaver of tales, a master musician. So I wouldn't have to say poet and griot. But in America, business is business. So most folk don't know what a griot is, and I still want your business. So on my card, it says poet and griot. Now I'm here through the benefits of the. I could not come into the high schools doing storytelling because you just weren't receptive to that. But we found that poetry, rhyme, that was something you could feel because of hip hop and rap. So I began at Hillsborough High School, and for 3 years in a row, I presented to them what I'm presenting to you here today. And it became such a once a week or once a month, and a bookstore or a coffee house will open their doors to poets and people sometimes who sing or play guitar. And they will come and perform for an audience like yourself. 10 people are chosen at random coming through the door, 10 of the audience, to vote on those poets for that slam that night. They judge them from a scale of 0-point system to 10. And those poets that get the largest amount of points that night can win certificates, cash awards, or prizes, or a seat on their city's poetry team. Major cities have poetry teams, including Tampa. They are part of the Southern Fried Regional Poetry Slam. And with states like Georgia and the Carolinas, Mississippi, Louisiana, these states come together once a year and celebrate and compete with their poetry. Also once a year, these states, all of them get together and do a national poetry slam up in Chicago. Yates, Kipling, Poe, you know, and I wasn't feeling it. I'm a child of Harlem. So, you know, I wanted somebody that spoke my language. And all in the first
Looking for camera. The street, no. We want to make it like funny. Hi. Hey. On the morning show.
This is our paper. Because I got some. Awesome right there. I told you I
Jeez, I can't believe I left all the different schools in my car. I didn't memorize.
Chicago! Amen. Just checking. Jambo means?
Hello.
Mwalemu.
Teacher.
Walemu.
Teachers.
Watoto.
Students. Children.
Mtoto.
Child.
Umoja.
Unity.
Baba.
Father.
Mama.
Mother.
Dada.
Sister.
Kaka.
Brother.
Umoja. Unity. Jambo Sasa.
What's up?
Under the trade and into the war, y'all. We're pushing all the waste and the red mixed in to make a mankind of purple and the whole world turned inside out. I mean, the atlas became the core and the bit.
Carney, Fanny's not doing his job. That's who's not recording? That's Gabby's nose and her eyeball. That's Corbina.
Hear your voice, see your sign. All right. What group can I call on? Who's gonna volunteer? Which group wants to volunteer? You guys have your first hands up going on.
I'm recording.
I'm
recording. Why is my matrix on the floor?
I'll go.
Amen.
I'll go. Please practice now, giving everyone your utmost attention when they step to the mic.
It's about the way music makes me feel is awesome inside. Music is something I cannot hide. It lives within me. It makes me happy. The rhythm and beat. This song to me. How it blasts in my ear. It brightens my day. The special way the music plays.
The melody captures me. A deep female voice slides through my speakers. Her vocabulary is so deep. Her words fill me up. Slow, soft, and melancholy. My music expresses it.
Every word I should be saying was sung long before I could have created them. The songs I hear always seem so familiar, but as they flow through the air, it's paradise.
Overdose of instruments makes me want to smile. Words I hear every day still ring shattered to truth. The fading ring ever echoes and shivers up my spine and reminds me of where I lived my life.
understand that I don't need just any man. I need a man who needs me, respects me, and deserves me, treats me as an equal. I am a woman.
Whole lot of estrogen in the room. And your vocabulary, you want to become more creative in your writing, read someone else's style, someone else's words. Because you cannot tell your minds to be still. The exercise is that at the end of 15 minutes or between that, at some point, it's not going to happen tonight, it won't happen in a month, but when it does happen, and you can tell your mind to be still, there's a revelation in it towards you. I cannot tell you what that revelation will be. It'll be your personal revelation, but you will hear an inner voice, a still voice, a quiet voice, and it will lead you throughout life if you learn to listen. Let's go slam.
Thank you.
Schools I have who tell me their daughter, their son hadn't seen them excited about something like this before. And they came specifically because their daughter was so. There was one child, and this was over at King. Is King High School on Cypress?
No, it's on 56th.
Okay, what's the one on Cypress? Jefferson. It was at Jefferson. She was a teacher there. Her daughter got in some kind of trouble, and she wasn't going to let her come to the slam. She paid, the daughter paid something like months of allowance so that she could attend. She bought her way out of trouble to make sure she could. I mean, that was like, how deep is that? You know? This one, what's it going to take? What's it going to take to get some respect? Like Rodney Dangerfield, we get no respect. Get some applause and accolades from the field, court, and stage of public opinion, but when it comes to living away the center of attention, we're subjected to off-duty taxis and police brutalities, to bell curve accommodations and rent-a-cop suspicions. What's it going to take to get some respect? How many more criteria have to be met? How many more milestones have to be set? How many more records will we have to make? How many more records will we have to break? How many more wonders, inventions, products, and traditions will we have to create before they put Dr. Carver's name and face on at least one of the dozens of products he made? How much more blood has to be shed? How many more movements have to be led before we get a fair shake of the universal tape? What's it going to take to run this human race without a handicap shackle, ball, and chain round our ankle, with more than just a place at the table, but a full plate? Where's our Mount Rushmore? Carved on the face of Stone Mountain, Tubman, Martin, and Malcolm. And a tomb for our unknown, whose bleached bones littered the Atlantic floor and dangle like wind chimes from oak, elm, and sycamore, lie in unmarked graves, nameless and forgotten faces, in ignored and undignified places, our disinterred remains on developers' excavations, paved over and cemented on for shopping mall foundations and four-lane transportations. Where's our Statue of Liberty erected in the heart of Mississippi, a monument of broken chains and dismantled shackles raised in Galveston's town square? Where's our bust of masters to grace the mantles of America's ivy castles, Duke, Miles, Byrd, Coltrane, and Gillespie for their contribution to music history? Where's our edition of Webster's Thorndike Encyclopedia Britannica for contributing definition to the American vernacular plagiarized without royalty or permission? How many more tests will we have to pass? How many more meters will we have to dash? How many more runs batted in? How many more games will we have to win? What's it going to take for them to give us, without being reminded, without being chided, some respect? Thank you. First.
But sometimes the love potion you intended turns into a witch's brew. I never asked to fall in love. I gave it a try, quit cold turkey, and made it a New Year's resolution to never do it again. But who keeps New Year's resolutions? Here I am, in love again, quicker than I gave up eating healthy food. The heart line on my palm is expanding almost as fast as my waistline. And it's all thanks to you. Stop. Not every match is made in heaven. Not every Cinderella gets rescued by her prince. And sometimes Sleeping Beauty sleeps forever. Do you understand now, Cupid? The glass slipper doesn't fit, and my name is grace the lips of a magic mirror. Cupid, I'm tired of poisoned apples and princes who are really just little boys all dressed up. Tell them all that I've had enough.
Cupid, draw back your bow. Give it up. You need me to spell these names for you, judges? Yeah. Samisha, hold on a second. That's S-A-M-E-S-H-I-A McClendon. Clinton?
Yeah.
M-C-C-L-E.
They messed me up.
N-N-A-N. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that was my mom.
Go ahead.
But I know this is an everyday situation, but what do parents know about being kids today? Yeah, they may say, the stuff you're doing now, we did it before. But they don't know about these terror squad where they lean back. Or Destiny's Child eating a soldier. Parents telling us to transcend, not do everything society in 2007 and 10. Oh, yeah, they say our generation is too fast. No, maybe yours was too slow. No, that tattoos are cool, and piercings are a needed body jewel, and skiing is a selling tool. Mom, I don't mean to be rude, but you need to let a sister move and get those $200 10-inch Armani shoes. Please don't give me the third degree, or let me hear that speech on how things used to be. We rock our hips to Crown Mob, and he ballroom with Luther. They think our music is trash, and all about shaking our tails. About being kids today.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, darling. Nice, bro. I like what you did there. That was cool. Good censorship of yourself. Chelsea. What? Chelsea what?
Combs.
Combeso?
Combs.
Holmes. Hold on a second. You got to spell that last name for me.
C-O-O-M-B-E-S.
Okay, first name Chelsea. C-H-E-L-S-E-A. Okay.
My poem's called Lying. Lying can be such a beautiful sin, as long as it keeps me away from him. He causes pain and heartache so strong that deep inside my veins, I know my love is wrong. The tears that fall for him are real, caused by all this pain I feel. Struggling to find the courage to disappear, to never look back and love someone so much more sincere. Hoping he'll miss me someday and realize what he threw away. No matter how hard I try to kill my feelings, they live and love him every day. No matter how many times I try and save my heart, it always seems to fall apart. All I can do to save myself is lie, and somehow try to hide my feelings inside.
And we collectively sang, "Oh."
What's up, Chamberlain?
Hold on. Last name. Spell it for them, please.
S-C-H-U-M-A-C-H-E-R.
Now say that.
Schumacher.
Schumacher. All right. Joshua Schumacher.
I know this song. Not really a song. It's my poem. It's called Satan Lives. Racism! He dresses in black and red and laughs at the oppressed and weeping children. He lurks in our courtrooms and struts down the hallways at your work or your local school. He's welcomed into the finest restaurants and clubs and enjoys the luxuries poor souls only dream of. He can be seen in the sentences we speak and the jokes that we make. But he is found mainly in the rooms of our houses and sleeps in our beds at night and cuddles up with us underneath our covers.
That was right.
The name of my poem is A Feeling for a Special One. I never really knew you were just another friend, but when I got to know you, I let this nasty, cold, dark heart unbend. Wow. I couldn't help past memories that would only make me cry. I had to forget my first love and give love another try. I've fallen in love with you, and I'll never let you go. I love you more than anyone. I just had to let you know. And if you ever wonder why, I don't know what. I'll just say, but I've never stopped loving you each time. For you, you will never change. Just knowing, feeling, sorrow, sharing pain. I love you dearly, baby girl.
Last name? B-O-R-E-L-L-O. Yes. Right.
This is called My Life in the Fast Lane. November 18th, 1991, I was born. My name was Brianna K. Sanchez. After 18 months, my mom began to mourn because she had to give me up to foster care. And that wasn't really fair. I was so young, I can't believe she would even dare. Many foster homes I have stayed, my heart tore, and my life as I knew it began to fade. A lot of memories I did store, I kept thinking about them so my life wouldn't seem such a bore. On and on the time passed by until one day when I was 3. I held my hopes up high, a lady wanted to adopt me. I was ready for a mother, someone who would love me till the day I died, and the possibility of a big brother. The brother I never did get, but I'm really glad my mom took that bet. March 1st, 1995, I was legally hers. Brianna Rose Borello is my name now. I'm finally a member of the family, and I was thinking, wow. Now I have the family I never had, a mother who loves me, and now I'm not so sad. Even though I will always have that pain, not knowing my birth parents and all, well, that's my life in the fast lane.
Brianna Borello. Next to the mic, take a slow stroll. Cynthia Johnson.
This is called, it's called Holy Hands, and it says, what do you think of your hands? You say to yourself, my hands are just to work on cars, or make dinner for your family, or just do useful stuff with your hands, right? They are not that important to you. So, if I tell you you had to hurt those worthless hands of yours, now do you think your hands are so worthless? Let me tell you a story about a man called Jesus. He had hands like everybody else did, but his hands were not just like any other hands. They were holy hands that made the blind to see, the crippled to walk, and the deaf to hear. When everyone started to hear about this man healing everybody, they started to wonder how a man so gentle can use so much powerful healing. Well, they started to worship him and praising him, and before you knew it, he is the King of Nazareth. All because of those hands. He wouldn't be able to achieve all these wonderful miracles that he has done, and because of that, we are alive. Now, Jesus got in trouble all because of what he believed in. Of what he believed in had a price for it, crucifixion. On the day of his crucifixion, they pierced his holy hands and pierced his head with a crown of thorns. The last words that came out of Jesus was, "It is finished." Now, his holy hands we see every day in the person who believes in him. Those hands are still healing people, raising their hands to praise him and praying for forgiveness. Now, I don't see any other religion have a book about their God. I don't hear their God touching them with holy hands, or their God being crucified just so we can be forgiven. We are very lucky to have a God that really cares for us, or never forsakes us, or never leaves our side. So whenever you think of piercing yourself with earrings, instead of piercing your nose or your eyebrows, pierce your hands before you pierce anything else on your body. Because Jesus pierced his holy hands for you. So go through the pain that Jesus did and see how you feel about piercing anything else.
Okay. Joseph. Hold on a second. That's S-C-A. Joseph.
S-C-A-G-L-I-O-N-E.
S-C-A-G-L-I-O-N-E. Joseph Scaglione. Give it up, Joe!
Okay. I'm going to read a haiku, and those in the first line has 5 syllables, second line 7 syllables.
Okay, last line 5.
Yeah, it's 5, 7, 5.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know that. And this one is about the Tampa Police Department. Ways of doing business. Red, blue lights follow. Cop pulls up, window rolls down. Pants unzip. Mouth falls.
I'll miss you today, I'll miss you for now, I'll miss you forever, don't ever ask how. I remember your name, I remember all those really fun games. We had good times, fun ones too, from the first day I met you. I didn't really think we were gonna be this close, but I'm glad we are. When I look at you, I see a star. I wish upon it day and night, knowing things would be alright. I'm glad we are together, depressed cause I belong. Even if we had a lot of special songs, we dedicated to each other. I'll never forget them too. Damn, I'm so glad I met you.
Just free. As you can see, I have this and I have a crossing, so yeah. And so, oftentimes we all think about what we've gone through for life, and how, often when we get hurt, we just can't handle it any longer. But there is, even though you may not see it, there is faith in it still. And the faith will help cure you. So what I'm going to read you is a poem in which this one time, I just completely felt so terrible that I felt there's no point in life. And then suddenly, my Savior just completely restored me. So I'm going to read to you. It's called When I Fall. When I fall, I lost it all. Pain that I'm feeling, pain that I'm put into shame. When I fall, I hit the floor. Face to the pavement, face the facts that I lost. Feeling so helpless, feeling so worthless, feeling so left out that no one's gonna help me up. Giving in slowly, falling in faster. Such a disaster has slowly took my life. No one besides me, everyone too gone. Dying so slowly, how could I have lost? Who could have knew that I was laid out to waste, and that this lost and lonely place, where I had laid my face to weep. No one dare pick me up, but walked away. From me, which burdens laid me down, but left astray. No one cares of leaving me this way. No one cares. Who cares? Who will? What face? Puddles of tears I wept. People I cared had left. No one around me. I will never be found here. Lost in anxiety, weeping and crying. I've done lost everything that I've loved. I never noticed that at that time and place, there stood a hand with a hole in its palm, reaching over for me to grab and hold. And then he said, in such a gentle voice, "Arise, I've heard your cries." It's such a surprise, Jesus stood next to me. Before my eyes, I wept with joy, tear-filled eyes. He was always by my side. Then he told me he had never leave me nor forsake me. Then he told me how he had faced the same pain when he was in Calvary. When he was in Calvary, he carried a cross of burdens, an incense of mankind, in which he suffered to release us from. I stood there with tear-filled eyes. When I fall, he always picks me up. And here comes the praising. Jesus, my Savior, Jesus, my Creator, never had left me and never forsake me. Suffered our burdens, suffered our pain times, never had left me, stood next to me and wept with me. He knows our needs. He knows our darkest pains. I will never be lonely, never again to say it. Christ will be there when I fall to the ground, never to be lonely again, never to be burdened again. He will never forsake us, never to have turned away from me. always beside me, with a hole in its palm reaching over, wanting me to reach for his hand. My Redeemer, my Savior, my Lord, praises I send to you, praises of your holiness. I will always worship you. I will never turn away. I will never walk away. Always in my mind, you will be. You are my master. You are my greatest life. I will always love you, always praise you. You can turn the worstest day into the greatest day of my life. And just like that, I love you, Lord. I love you. If I must, I will die for your name's sake, just so I can show you how much I loved you, and show to my persecutors how the true love of a Christian goes. Always beside me, never to turn away. I will always love you, always will praise you. Lord, when I'm in my darkest day, when they turn away, feeling so tired, feeling so worthless, when I hit the floor, I will cry and weep, not because of them, but because of you. At that time, at that very time, you were with me. And every time I fall, you always pick me up.
Joseph Scagliano on your scorecard.
Poem does not have a title because there's so much feeling into it. It's not about love either, so stop.
Unnecessary.
Check it. It's my ambition to envision what's happening because of my intuition. And it's going to make it my mission to cut off any bad situation like a surgery incision. There's too many problems with our society. Someone please take away this anxiety. Someone please bring peace to our neighborhood streets and everyone can stop pointless fighting. I'm tired of gangs because gang members can't hang by themselves, which is a darn shame. And it's lame because they put what's-his-name in a frame and causes loved ones to cry and they still think it's a game. All they do for fun is hide behind life with a gun and shoot a mother and father's only 5-year-old son, a battle that the gun pitifully won. Everyone in the neighborhood is thinking something should have been done. What happened is showing our women respect. Most boys who call themselves men have the urge to neglect, to love and protect. And if they learn respect, then they will be set. I'm done with the problems. There's no more pain to feel. There's no use of escaping reality because this is what's real.
But hey, all this for an average boy doing average things like talking out his mouth, but his mind, he used his thing. But I will admit, I wanted to commit. I was below my potential of just his average chick. I was a woman caught up in feelings, both physical and emotional, and very willing to give my all to my man. But I may sound stupid to y'all, but I do it all again for my husband, not that boy I call my friend. All
Did you get those spellings from both? First one, Sabrina, and now Brittany. B-R-I-T-T-A-N-Y. Okay. Hold on a second. Hot minute. Make sure we catch up.
I don't have a title for mine. A poem. I wish I had a time machine to go back and change the things that changed me, like the day when my sister died. Now that made me strong inside. Oh, maybe the time I lost my friend, or maybe the time I saw my mother cry over something I did again. But that means I changed my life. I wouldn't have some people here with me tonight. After you think about it, it wouldn't be right for me to change the things that gave me courage to write this poem here tonight. I wouldn't be the same. You know, the one who believes in God and tries to purify my soul? If you think about it, I wouldn't change nothing in the world about what I've been through, because it made me stronger, and I wouldn't be what I am today.
Give it up to those Bexley girls. Next to the mic. Man, y'all gonna have a hard time cashing checks.
It was our mom.
23. Who knows who signed on line 23? Look like the last name is, I can't tell last over. It's Desi, Major as a middle name?
What?
Hieroglyphic. Anybody from Kenya?
Do 11 or 12.
At some point I gotta read. Somebody named Miles? Damien? Boy, come here, let me wrap you up. Right. Damien Miles. Wait.
Damien, D-E-A-M-Y-O-N.
All right.
This poem I wrote for her, and I didn't put a title because she just couldn't say anything. I want to tell you everything that's on my mind. I want to tell you every word, every syllable, perfect in time. Like this. When you hear every heartfelt emotion, hear it fill and spill over the cup in one notion, and watch it flow like the deep blue ocean. No man, just a whisper, like this. I don't want to be that kid that talks and stutters with a silent whisper, trying to get his feelings out, but it's only wish because he's earnest about telling you this, that ever since you left, he's always missed your lips. Slow, soft kiss, like this. I want you to know that ever since I lost you, the sun doesn't even think to show, and the moon's full of nothing but deep and woe. I mean now, my sadness isn't even a shade of blue, no color, no hue. I need darkness and me missing you, like this. I'm gonna show you how every time you come around, it's like, wow, you're so beautiful. It was just pure lyrical giving you up. No girl was even good enough to have a taste of my love, but you can hear me say those three words like this. I love you. I want you to feel how it feels so you know that this passion, these words that's running inside of me, it's real. No fake stuff, no white lies, no focus lust, just me, you, us. So I want you to see that this poem ain't just a poem of love, and that these words don't make sense to just me. But if you still don't feel me, I'm gonna try to say it clearly. You said you were meant for me, and I said I was meant for you. This that we got, yeah, I'm a lovey-dovey, but real and true. So I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna try to say it with this last rhyme, like this. Wait, I already did.
Gives me all the strength. You are true to your word. We always stick together. You, my mother, are always loyal. In a way, we share a lot of qualities. You are my best friend. You always think of me. You are the best of them all. You are a thoughtful person. It's the class and dignity that you have. You are my mother, my true friend.
Is this Gage or George?
Come on. Gage, do it. Yes, Gage. Thank you. Wow.
Hold on a second, wait up. That's G-A-G-E. And the last name, spell it, and speak to the mic, please spell it for me.
This poem is basically about poets and all this other good stuff. I challenge the dead to fight, challenge the dead to join, stab me with the knives. Challenge the dead to fight, challenge the living to join, stab me with the knife, shoot me to the ground. If you think that's right, take it all away from me on this cold night. Erase me from history, take my life and leave me with my decisions. Let me walk the solitude place of my hell, breathe the fires of which I thrive and deserve. Give me what I want for what I've done. I admit and you seek vengeance. Take the blame for all the pain. Seen the unseen and became the unthinkable. You free me from my difference. You hate me for the cause. Understand so little because you're so afraid of the law. Take my life because I don't have pure love. Send me to hell because the up above spits on me. Challenge me to live your life and I wouldn't get anywhere. I challenge you to pass it out of your mind. Just one little time to see the world. I challenge you to break your own hold. Never understand yourself and form a new mode. I challenge you not to carry it off, follow yourself, and turn the nightmares into dreams. Forget the barcades, and you'll never fall.
This poem is called What I Want. Every morning waking up to your face, being so close to you, that's what I want. Kisses with no warning, having you chase, never having to be without you, that's all I want.
me close, hug me tight, whisper how much you need me in my ear. That's what I truly want. Give me a rose on a random night, take away all my fears. That's the only thing I want. Look into my eyes and tell me you love me. Hold my hand just because. That's the one thing I want. I don't want any other guys, and I hope you see that you are my only love. And that's the only thing I'll ever want.
In the lights of the shadow. In the lights of the shadow, I could see the same on me from yesterday, but not the one from today, but the one that was just born. Yeah, I guess I can say that a new me has just been conceived. Through any world, having no one to know me, wanting to be loved, dying for kisses and hugs, hoping that tomorrow I will be older, more known, and have more knowledge. In the lights of the shadow, I am more inspired by the world around me, peering through the world with the closed windows, knowing what not to see without my eyes, knowing what without to touch without my hands. But long as I know that I got my mind, I can't achieve any obstacles of mine.
We didn't know how to say it.
What's the bigger singer? Ooh, nervous, y'all. All right. You know who this is and how I feel, so you know this poem is not for you. So I'm writing this poem with an erasable pen, wishing my mistakes were erasable. Then I could go back in time and erase this friend, and maybe they won't remember me. Just this chick they used to know is all they were seeing. I wish I could take back what I wrote. Go backwards on the paper over my pencil strokes, not go to the library and catch the bus, but see my natural instinct I just couldn't trust, cause something was pulling me towards that building. But it wasn't the books that were on the shelves, and it wasn't to go online and check my mail. It was a sin that would lead me straight to hell, and well, I thought it was real. I wish I could take back every time I called you, cause I felt so deep in love, I started to fall through. I mean, there I was laying in my bed, going over everything that we just said, cause the call ended for us, but not for me. I'm thinking of everything you just said to me, trying to find something that would let me know that I wasn't wasting my time loving you, you know? Remember last semester when I barely knew y'all? I was just this raving, loving jit that sat across from y'all. And I swear I never thought that it would turn into this, because it sucks so hard to be stuck on one wish that you know in your heart will never come true. If I could find the right words and recite them to you, God, please help me try to find a way through, because I'm tired of waiting to hear. Yeah, I love you too. I'm tired of calling people that don't want to speak to me. I'm tired of feeling like this has defeated me. And tell your girl I'm sorry for the drama I caused. I guess I wasn't thinking about the people involved. See, every day a hate grew more and more, so I apologize for loving something that was yours. But every time you ignore me or I get the cold shoulder, I just wish more and more that this will be over. And I know to see this wish I'll never get to, but sometimes I really wish I never met you, because these four walls are closing in more every day, and by the time I get this out, I feel I'll be too late. So listen, and if you don't want to listen, then read my lips, go across my brow, words with your fingertips. See, I don't really care however you get this, just please realize that this is bull. Spit. So yeah, I wish. Man, it wasn't supposed to end like this, and honestly, y'all, I'm really missing my old friend. And now I'm writing this poem with an erasable pen, wishing my mistakes were erasable. Then I could go back in time and erase myself, and maybe I won't remember you.
Now you can get your paycheck, Chaz. Danielle Malloy.
This is called 16 years young. I'm like every other 16 years young girl. I worry. Worry about my grades, my body, my future, my family, my friends, and my man. Success, love, happiness, a good enough GPA, and BMI. That's body mass index, in case you haven't heard. And you still seem to look at me and just see some girl, not anyone, just someone, not thin or beautiful or perfect, just this body with thighs that touch and collarbones that don't protrude enough. I count
count the calories, I count the carbs, I count the sugar, count the fats, and measure the portions, worrying I won't measure up to this idea of disappearing, getting thinner and thinner so I can waste away because you'd rather see a dead girl than a fat one. Holy Scripture of Vogue, the Jesus Christ of skin and bone herself, on the cover, Kate Moss. Binge and purge, fast and count, waste away because I'm just a 16-year young girl crushing under the weight of my own skin.
Reminisce about the life we would have had if it wasn't for Malcolm and Martin giving us all they ever had. Think about the moms and dads who lost their children in Iraq. Reminisce about the Great Depression, but most men think about their girl undressing. Reminisce about life, love, and lust, and sometimes about the black women and men sitting on the back of the bus. REMINISCE spells reminisce. Reminisce can give you such precision. Listen to those little boys and cry when they see their mom hit. Reminisce about the men who left their children. Sometimes it makes me want to go insane. Come on, man, think about your brains, not the thing that hangs. Reminisce about the man who touches on little girls, who gets a kick off their little swirls. Learn to love, learn to live, learn to reminisce about the way we live. Reminisce about how the black man gets knocked off on first dibs. There's no trial, there's no clean slate. All a black man is worth as a community professor. Reminisce at how the slaves cried when the blood shot from their eyes. Can you see that tree? Look at them hang. Can't you see the pain? Hate is something that I just can't take. Don't hate on this caramel skin that you wish you had deep within. Reminisce, and just reminisce and make sure that you never forget about the way a black man lives.
Last name Baker.
This one, it doesn't have no. When you look at me, what are you thinking? What do you see? I'll tell you what I see. I see me, beautiful inside and out. I'm the type of person that makes love to my heart and speaks to my soul. I dress the way I dress because it's me. I walk the way I walk and talk the way I talk because it's me. I listen to people like Jill Scott because it's me, and her music sets me free. So you either take me as I am or hit the door, because I'm going to be me and nothing more. And you got to find yourself and believe and say, I love myself, I love her, and this person is me.
All right.
Brianna Baker for your scorecards. Next to the mic, Alisa Matthews. ALYSSA. Alisa Matthews.
Tears run down my face, remembering the last time I saw her awake, looking in her distant pale blue eyes that tell many stories. She held my hand, saying, I love you dearly, and I hope you don't forget that. Then a month later, she was lying in a hospital bed in my four-walled white apartment. She wanted to pass in peace, takes her away. Instead, takes her away. She looks at me and says, don't forget that I love you dearly. She told me not to forget her, just let death pass like smoke. She told me to remember that she loves me dearly, never forget that. All right.
Alisa Matthews for your scorecard. Amber. What's your last name?
Sufi.
Say it.
Sufi.
Sufi.
SOOFI.
First name Amber. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. All right.
called You Watch, You Pay. At the highest rooftop, you're screaming someone else's words that you hold so close to your heart. Because these days you just don't feel enough to tell people you're real. All you know is you're not good enough, so you shouldn't even try. Words on the paper are only words in vain. The way you feel is tragic, but you can't speak the words because you know you'll just sound like everyone else. Stay down on the floor. You're stupid for trying because you just got knocked down. Take a hint and settle for second best. You're doing the world a favor.
It's a beautiful name, it is. And Mills, just in case. M-I-L-L-S.
Okay.
Don't be nervous, please. I don't really do this. Okay. My poem is called I Want More Temptation. Let the bodies hit the floor. I want to run and wave. Don't say goodbye. I want more temptation. Make my heart strain. Pounding. Boom, boom. Don't even know your name. Feeling a surprising sensation. Not parting to the air. Time stop. I want more. Once more. Don't stop. Don't stop. Waiting and fronting for what I yearn. Sexy. Wearing something to be torn. I want temptation. Temptation. I want temptation every minute of the second before it's gone. Showing hearts of 10 to 20. Passing my heart and crushing the sequence. I want more temptation. Practice of the Kama Sutra for marriage. Connecting bonds of love and never letting go. I want more temptation to express my feelings to you, because because the only way you'll see it is you give me what I want. More temptation.
Because I have learned to love and respect others. I don't care what you look like, because to me what matters is what's on the inside. Yes, I have talked, hugged, touched, been with friends that are black, white, Latinos, Chinese, Asians. And if you want me to continue, I can go on forever. There are people in this world that are so greedy and racist. All they can think about, I like my music, my color, my religion, my country, my race, my this, my that, and nobody else's. Why? Because they think that they are better than everyone else. Like gods who walk upon the earth, judging everybody who is not like them. They walk around with their heads up high, making sure no one looks straight into their eyes. But have you ever seen a poor guy? How about one who robs, kills, or those drugs? Have you ever heard of a guy that lives in the street begging people for a little bit of money? I thought God won't die. So who are these imposters saying that they're God, that walk around telling everyone that they're not good enough? Why can't people see that if we peel appearances, color, we will all be the same? Why can't they see that we are equal no matter what they say? You don't have to like their music or the way they look. You don't have to like their country or even anything they do. You don't have to make cruel jokes about how they look or the way they speak or what they do, because they have feelings that get hurt just like yours do. All you need to do is respect and appreciate the many different cultures and countries that live around you today. Why can't everybody just be respectful and stop being hateful?
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, we've lost part of that. I'm sorry. You have a hyphenated last name?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it for me.
Ortiz Clemente.
Okay.
Can you spell me? I have no titles here. Love can be blind. Don't settle on what little love you find. It may seem like the real deal may not be what you really feel. Just give your heart time to admit it. Life is short. It's not to be played like a sport. Love is many things in one, so when the heartbreak comes, the damage is done. Forgive, but you can never forget, for the pain is too great to take and feel guilty for. If you look into your lover's eyes but cannot find what the mind has in store, then how would you know for sure that he can pour what you really need that's deep down to the core, to open that once closed door? But instead of what you want in you, he just wants to fulfill his most exotic fantasies.
Tucson.
Like Tucson.
T-O O-U-S-S-A-I-N.
Okay, my poem is called Daddy's Little Girl. Daddy, Daddy, say to me, tell me again how much you love me. We were meant to be together, two hearts that make one forever. Hold me during those stormy nights, do not be safe, cause Daddy, you're my shiny knight. Being with you feels so right. You're my guy, and you'll never leave me. Everlasting is what I see. But you seem so distant, farther than the stars in the skies. Oh, won't you swim in the pool of rivulets that I've cried? I need you, Daddy, in times of fear. I need you every second, minute, every year. I miss you, Daddy, I really do. Reminiscing all the I love yous. But you're here, just watching, waiting. When I sleep, I see your face. You gently kiss me, and I feel your embrace. Now I know I'm not lonely in this world, for I am Daddy's little girl.
So I'm gonna stay from here. I'll go ahead and start out with the one that I... Man with the dreads jumped right in my head, the labyrinth of treasures untold. Streets of gold, but it's cold. Grab a hold, must be bold. Yet be careful, don't scold the dreams that we manifest there. Kiswahili, now really. You see me, come free me. My mind's kept me prisoner too long. A griot, a poet, my mind does not know it. Hey Baba, sing me a song. Your words are like thunder that boom from above. They're sweet and they're harsh, but they're all sent with love. It flows from the heart, the mind, the pen, indeed every part. Mind to the pen to the paper, paper to you. Oh, how the words ring true. I saw something new as they sat there in awe, not one of them slouching, rather all sitting tall. No more talk of the mall or playing football. Are you expecting a call? These things were the furthest thing now from their mind. Without a doubt, then Izulu did shine. And this one actually is a dedication to my classes. Inspired by my freshmen. Jones is the name and poetry's my game. So sit back and relax and just soak in these facts. My rhymes flow like water, can't find no one hotter. So what if I'm big? What's it to you? Step to the mic, I'll rip right through you. So you think you're funny? Well, put the mirror down. Then step to me again, you goofy circus clown. They call you MC. I call you could be. Like me, if you tried, your mind must be fried. You call me a dog, so bow wow, my friend. I'll keep on strong while you just pretend. They call me the bomb, now watch me blow up. The big dog is leading, you silly little pup. So go back to school and hit the books hard and dream every night of this free-flowing bard.
With the power of her presence, words calls wrinkled men to question slavery, and weary women, they grew these imaginary wings for solo flight. Sojourner rose. Sojourner Truth, she rose. I know why the caged bird sings, oh my, a landmark of first on a broken wing, even though she was raped at 7. And a mother at 16 with the past rooted in pain. She said, I rise, and her poetry sings, my arose, my